All right. Hello, good people. It's been a minute. Give y'all a quick breakdown of what's been happening, life in general. I'm in school, Kel's in school, both working too. Some other things, technical difficulties. We had recorded, I believe, like 3, 4 videos, one for the Super Bowl. We did a live reaction for the NFL draft, and
Yep.
that didn't work. So now we are back to using our old resources.
Zoom.
Yeah. So in the meantime, we are doing some other videos, like some uh man on the street, asking
Some
people sports
interviews.
questions. What's your favorite team? All of that type of stuff. Trending topics, especially with the running back situation, which we'll get into later on in the podcast. But that's pretty much it. That's what we're looking to do more of, in person interviews and stuff like that, while doing the podcast too. And just basically just get our subscribers up, and that's pretty much it.
There we go.
So with that being said, first topic we got was Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford. Were you able to see the fight?
I didn't get to see the fight because I was working, but I went back and rewatched the clips. I rewatched the highlights. I then went through my interviews. I then heard words from a bunch of different fighters, analysts. Um, I did a lot of research on this fight. I'm not gonna lie to you, but all the way through the fight, before it even happened, before all access, before it all, I was like, you know what? I'm going with Bud Crawford. A bullshit? A bullshit? For nothing other than the fact that his name was Bud.
Yeah, yeah.
But once I started looking into him, I started looking into his record, I started looking into the people he fought. I said, oh, he's good. He's very good. I didn't say he's a beast. I didn't say he was great. I said, oh, Crawford's good. But then all my homies was like, Errol Spence, man, Errol Spence, Errol Spence. So I looked at Errol Spence and I
Yeah,
was like, I like him, but nothing, nothing jumps at me like, oh,
yeah,
oh, wow. But I like the way Bud fights. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go with Bud. And I'll say this.
yeah.
That was a beating.
Oh my
No,
God. Come on, not
that
you.
was that was a beating. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I think Ryan Garcia may have took a beating just about the same as Errol Spence,
Yeah.
but
Uh-huh.
the optics of the fight made it appear a lot worse
Yeah.
than it was.
Yeah.
Because by the end of the fight, everyone was like, you know what, man, this might not be for Errol Spence. And we're like, the guy that the guy that's undefeated, you're telling me that boxing is no longer for him because he got his butt kicked?
Yeah.
Nah, don't say that. It was just a bad, it was just a bad day. Now I heard some rumors about Earl Spence getting into a alleged argument with his girl. I've heard rumors of his girl allegedly putting something in his drink that would dehydrate him for the fight. I've
Yeah.
heard rumors of the car crash and his neurological
Mhm.
setting is what is taken away from his boxing skills today. I
Yeah.
think he just got outboxed. It looked pretty bad, and there just wasn't any excuse that could,
Yeah.
because he signed up for the fight. If he wasn't physically or mentally able to fight,
Mhm.
he shouldn't have been in the ring. Same thing with football, to attack Valoa. You get hit in the head too many times. Hey, buddy, we're not saying you can't play. We're just saying it's not safe for you to play.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Errol Spence, he got out there and he looked good that first round. First round, everyone was like, yes, Spence, you're doing a good job.
Yeah.
Second round came, got knocked down. He got back up quick. We said, it's okay, get him back. Second time he got knocked down, it was like, God, get back up.
Yeah.
By that third, by that third TKO, man, you could just see it. It was just pop, 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 slip, pop, pop. And we're like, ugh.
it was a
I'll
pretty
tell
bad
you,
fight.
I was watching Crawford, man. I was like, "Ooh, this is." He keeps hitting him,
Yeah, yeah.
bro. Bobby weave, duck, dive, swim, something. How did you feel, man? Because you're the boxing expert. I'm looking at this from a fan's point of view.
Yeah, I'm not an expert. It's just I really enjoy the sport. Take time to watch it and all that. Really study it. Me personally, looking at the fight, yeah, Spence did get into a car accident, which was a pretty bad car accident, to be honest with you.
Oh,
I'm
he
surprised.
got thrown out the car.
That's what I'm saying. And just him, I think he fought who he fight. I believe he fought Ugas before he fought Crawford. Even that fight, he didn't really look too sound, to be honest with you. That's just my opinion. But
Lucas not a slouch though.
nah, he's not. He's tough. He comes from
Lucas is not a slouch.
nah, Ugas is definitely like that. And I had it being a draw. Like looking at the fight, I was like, it could possibly be a draw. If not a draw, definitely a split decision. But I looked at the highlights and it was like you said, it was beating. It was crazy. It was crazy. I was like, there's no way Spence just really went like that. But of course, people you lose and they're like, oh, he's trash, he's washed, blah, blah, blah. He needs to go ahead and hang it up. No, he doesn't. I still believe he has a couple more years. But Crawford is definitely I think it's safe to say he's a generational talent. He could switch from orthodox to southpaw and just uh keep you on your toes. Like to game plan form is difficult. It's very difficult. And Crawford being 35 and for him to still stick and move like that, it's crazy. I think he could possibly make it to 40. Still be in the boxing game till he hits 40.
It depends on how much money he makes, in my opinion. Because at 35,
Yeah.
that man got what, 10 kids?
Nah, he don't got that many kids, bro. I think he got like one or two or so. He don't got
I
that many.
think Crawford got like 10 now, bro. You might want to look that up, bro. I think Crawford has like 10, 12 kids.
That's OC. If he really does, that's really OC.
Like
But
from the Omaha, Nebraska, bro. I know he did.
don't do him
No,
like
no, I
that.
mean, I'm not even being funny. Like, I actually like. I think that's like the actual like the certified number. I think he got around like 10 to 12 kids.
Damn. But
Yeah, he doing Nick Cannon numbers.
chill, bro. You gotta chill. But where was I going? Oh,
At the
there
age of
are rumors.
35, bro,
Uh,
fighting like this,
yeah.
putting on a show like that at the age of 35.
hmm He's tough. And then uh there are rumors that, Jerron Boots Ennis is trying to fight him, you know. And then a couple hours ago, what Javante Tank Davis said he'll fight Crawford at 147. And looking
Yeah,
at
bro.
some of Davis's fights, nah, bro, you've gotten tagged. Crawford will sit you down.
But
Point.
that's what I'm getting at though.
Mhm.
See, Crawford fought Errol Spence, and Crawford was like, bruh, he ain't got no power behind his punches. Like he's hitting me, but it's not. Errol Spence is known for his power.
Yeah.
That's what everyone was coming and saying. He got power, he got power, he got power.
hmm
Crawford, technician, but Spence, power.
Yeah.
Crawford got into the fight. Spence then dropped what, like 30, 40 pounds?
I believe so.
Yeah, and Crawford was like, yeah, man, that power y'all was talking about, man, it was non-existent in this fight. Now, if Crawford wants to fight Davis,
Yeah.
Crawford is bigger than Davis. Crawford is going to have to drop that 30 to 40 pounds
Because I
and
believe,
go from what, like 180 to 130?
nah, Crawford, I think he's supposed to go to like 154, basically do like what Canelo's doing. But
Yeah, and just gradually get down there.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, he's going to hit 180. He's going to get 150. But Crawford already looks small in his frame. He's going to look sick.
Yeah.
Dropping weight to go fight Davis.
Yeah.
He is going to look extremely sick. And Tank is way too smart to be like, I'm going to throw on 20 pounds. Because he's small.
Mm-hmm.
And I say this, if they could find a way that works out, anything from 135 to 152,
Yeah.
Tank is crushing him.
Stop the cap.
Because Tank is going to have that power and he's going to be weaker.
Stop the cap.
I think it's safe to
And
say.
they're both southpaw, ain't they? Well, Bud could switch.
Yeah.
But I know Tank loves the southpaw.
Yeah, Tank is a southpaw, I believe. And no, I think
Bud's
it's
a natural southpaw, but he switches.
yeah, I think it's safe if they clash at 147. It'll be interesting. It'd definitely be interesting to see them clash at 147. And that would definitely be a significant jump for Davis.
That's a dangerous bout for Crawford. And when I'm trying, look, man,
Mhm.
I had Tank beating Spence.
What? What the fuck?
I had Tank killing Spence.
Yeah.
If Sean Porter had a chance to fight Tank,
Yeah.
I'd still take Tank. You know what I would like to see?
Who?
Cruz.
You talking about Isaac Cruz?
I want to see him fight, but
That would definitely be a good fight because Davis, he doesn't even want to. He said it at the end of the fight, would you rematch Cruz? Said hell no.
Does this deserve a rematch?
hell no. I don't think anybody want to fight Cruz.
Cruz is tough.
Because they already know if they fight Cruz, whether they win or lose, they gonna be hurting. It's plain and simple. Whether you win or lose, you are going to feel that fight.
Yeah, I gotta look at the fighters in his weight class to see who's in that weight class again with him.
Yeah.
But
Bud Crawford versus Spence. Bud did not feel that fight.
Nah.
He may have been drained from the 9 rounds, but he wasn't getting crazy touched up.
A little bit, but like you're saying, yeah,
He wasn't crazy touched up.
Yeah.
He was the same way Davis was walking around after he beat Ryan Garcia.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't fight.
Nah.
He threw some punches at a punching bag and he got up out of there.
Yeah. Yeah. But I definitely
maybe a glove grazed his forehead a couple times, but it wasn't no life-threatening hit.
Nah. But what do you think about Jaron Ennis against Crawford? That'd be a good fight.
It's a good fight because of the record, not because of the skill set.
Well, you're talking reckless because Ennis is like that.
I never said he wasn't like that. You can't have a record like his and not be like that. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying the fight is being made off of the record more so than the fact that we really want to see Ennis fight. Mm-hmm. Or, oh man, he's knocking everybody out. We want to go see him. Or, oh, he's punishing dudes. They barely stand a chance. Like, it's not the second coming of Ali or Tyson. It's just, oh, this is another guy with an undefeated record. He looked like he's sweet, but boxing is at a point in time where people are kind of narrating their own path and they can pick and choose their fights, and they're only really taking the fights that benefit them in a way. Shit. Even Garcia and Tank. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. If Garcia didn't have all his Instagram stuff, we're not paying attention to it.
Nah, we really aren't.
Because what we thought was going to happen happened. Mm-hmm. Tank gonna play with his food and finish.
Yeah, that's
he gonna play with his food and finish him.
Yeah, that was definitely.
Like, I would have been a lot happier if we saw what's my buddy name? Like that good fight, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson. That's a good one.
Everybody's waiting for that.
But I don't want to see Devin Haney against Tank because Devin Haney's going to end up like Spence. No disrespect to Devin Haney, but like, and no disrespect to Spence, but like the way Bud in Tank fight,
Yeah.
they're not boxing. Everything was boxing until they got in the ring. Then it's like, no, we're really fighting. Like, we're really fighting. We're not boxing. We're really fighting. And then after this, we'll go back to normal. But I don't think Cruz wants that work. I think Cruz is the craziest one out of that weight class.
Yeah.
I think he's just a crazy human being, and he's his name, Pitbull.
That's exactly who he is.
He's a pit bull for sure. So it's like I don't think nobody want to mess with him. And if you show up to his fight on a bad day, he gonna eat you alive.
Facts.
Like I'd even put. I want to see Pitbull versus Garcia.
Not, bro. Come on, that's not even a fight. Him versus Ryan Garcia. That's not a fight.
They both lost to Tank. They both want their rematch. Or
Yeah.
I'll do who did Tank just beat? Not Garcia, before Garcia.
You talking about that wasn't Romero?
Rolly
Yeah, Rolly Romero.
Romero and Ryan Garcia. I've heard a lot of talks about that. That would be an entertaining fight, but I don't know if that would be some good boxing to watch.
Nah. Fight. Rolly Romero. I mean, in the Tank fight, he did look good, but then it was no. He fought. So he fought Ryan Garcia, then he fought Hector Luis Garcia, then it was Ronaldo Romero. I don't remember the Hector Luis Garcia fight. That fight wasn't. Damn, I don't even remember that fight. That fight was bad.
Terrence Crawford
Mm-hmm.
is in a league of his own,
Yeah,
but there are some things that he could do that could jeopardize that.
like
I
what?
think that fight put him in a league of his own,
Mm-hmm.
but more so like in a league of his own on the technical side of things.
Yeah.
Like he's more Floyd Mayweather
Mm-hmm.
as far as outboxing someone
Yeah.
than Tank is a knockout artist.
He is. Yeah.
And like that whole fight, I didn't feel like Bud was looking to knock out Spence. I
No.
think he was hit him at the right time, and knockouts happened.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Tank is fighting, and then once he sees blood in the water, he's like, "All right, I'm gonna kill him. All right, I'm gonna knock him out now."
That's exactly how it
And you
goes.
can see how he swings, like he's swinging to like take your head off.
Yeah, for sure.
But even when he wasn't in boxing mode and he was in fight mode, you could see it was like, oh, he's about to throw this punch, miss, counter.
Yeah, his boxing IQ is like that. That's all I can say. But it was definitely a good fight. Rematch, and I don't know.
No, like Stephen A. Smith said, buddy, Errol Spence should just retire. Go out gracefully. Go out while you still only have one loss.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go on another press run. Don't try to run it back because it's going to be the same thing. The same thing that happened to Deontay Wilder. I respect Wilder for going back and trying to fight Fury 2-3 times, but you tied him once, you lost to him once. You shouldn't have lost to him a second time.
Yeah, he should just let it go. After the draw,
Let it go.
yeah.
But Fury did cheat. I seen that glove.
That's the topic we're gonna have to get to like next week or something like that. That's the topic we're gonna get into next week. But
That's fine. But hey, look, I saw that glove, and I don't know how you box and your fist just ends up at the middle.
yeah. I don't know, bro.
Hey, that looked a little funny, didn't it?
Yeah,
I know you seen that glove. It looked a little funny.
It did for sure.
He was hitting him straight fist.